to CNN's 12 o'clock news broadcast. Today, January 20th, we'll be looking back on Bill Clinton's first term. We'll start with his campaign in 1992 with the Somalian crisis. The Somalian crisis was a problem inherited by Bill Clinton from previous President George H.W. Bush. Here is a clip from our on-the-scene reporter, Melissa Elliott, in the Somalian crisis, covering the deplorable conditions of the Somalis.
Yes, thank you. As you can see, these are the deplorable human conditions here in Somalia that caused the U.S. to intervene. The death of these 18 soldiers happened when United States troops became trapped by an uprising while trying to capture Mohammed Farah Adid, whose forces massacred the peacekeepers from Pakistan. As of now, civil projects such as irrigation and bridge building are being built in Somalia. So, hopefully projects like these can outweigh the bad ones. Thank you! Back to the newsroom!
Now we take you to a report that was done by Melissa Elliott, our only on-the-scene reporter.
Here we are on the scene. This is live, actual footage. Now, as you can see, there's a very dangerous and violent riot going on here in LA.
When the verdict came out, the public was outraged. Many minorities, especially those of Hispanic origin and African American, were outraged, and they participated in looting of stores, arson, and murdering. In fact, all of the riots caused about $1 billion in financial loss for Los Angeles. Later in 1993, the 4 officers were taken to federal court, where 2 of them, Stacey Koon and Lawrence Powell, were found guilty of excessive force and sentenced to 30 months in prison. Now on to our next topic. Later on in 1993, there was an end to the 52-day siege in Waco, Texas at the Branch Davidian compound. The FBI and the BATF were stockpiling weapons with children in the church. The leader, David Koresh, and about 3/4 of his followers died after fire was set to their church. Let's take a look at another clip that was done in 1993 by Melissa Elliott, our on-the-scene reporter. Oh, I hate my job! I hate my job!
In Waco, Texas, where the remaining members of the Davidian Foundation are being escorted to the county jail.
I apologize for my breakdown a little while ago. Now let's move on and pretend that never happened. 1993 was also a year with a startling spike in the homeless rate, reaching a 10-year high at 15.1%. Our cameras caught up with a typical homeless person in Atlanta Park. Most likely, homelessness then was on the rise because the economic growth in 1992 increased tax revenues and created different jobs and services and technology, but manufacturers, which were jobs that required little skill, were kept out of work. In other news, computers have taken over the world! I really like puppies. Anyway, in 1995, the Netscape Navigator 1.0 was released. This new thing can make people could be interconnected with their computers and they could talk to people all over the world. There's also dangers with that, like internet pornography and predators on the internet over chat rooms. But it's also good too. Now, please watch this clip from 1995 when Netscape Navigator 1.0 was first released. Even though the internet is dangerous, it is becoming more and more useful in everyday life. Today, not only adults use the internet, but children as well use it for such things as school projects, such as ID history. Not to make any comments or anything at all. podcast. It's been very nice to sit here with you and review Bill Clinton's first term. I'd like to thank our crew members. First off, Melissa Elliott, our wonderful, our only on-the-scene reporter. Next, I'd like to thank Cameron, the cameraman. Anything more confusing? I think not. Lastly, I'd really like to thank Cheese Whiz, our sponsor. Next is the second inauguration of Bill Clinton. I'm Wes Hughes for CNN News, signing off. Achoo! Oh no, I've been figured out!
The death of these 18 soldiers happened when United States troops became trapped by an uprising while trying to capture Mohammed Farah, whose forces massacred peacekeepers in Pakistan. As of now, civil projects such as irrigation and bridge building are that cost the United States The death of these 18 soldiers happened when the United States troops became trapped by an uprising while trying to capture Mohammed Farah, whose forces had massacred peacekeepers from Pakistan. As of now, civil projects such as irrigation
are on the scene reporter. No, I think so.
Oh, sorry.
Just go! We will take you live to something that wasn't. Now we will take you to a He inherited the problem from former President George H.W. Bush, which stands for Herbert Walker. We have our very own Melissa Elliott, our very own only on-the-scene reporter for this entire news station, on the scene in a flashback.
This is retarded.